everyone, it is MissSimReno, and if you are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you are brand new, because I saw there were a few of you that joined me in the past day, and it was actually really outstanding. I am so excited that you are here. So today I am doing my second community lot in the world of Sulani. So this is a speed build for their local cafe. So I've seen a couple of other simmers make cafes or coffee shops in some way, shape, or form in Sulani, but I was directly thinking of, okay, so when I was growing up, there was a coffee shop. I don't even know if they're in business anymore, but they were called Kwik Kava. And the second I heard that the drink in Sulani that the natives take part in for festivals and stuff like that was kava with a K, I knew I had to make the Kwik Kava Coffee Shack. So that is what this is, and I'm really excited about it because I was also thinking of the coffee shop in Lilo and Stitch, which of course is actually a little bit more modernized than the one that I made, but everyone's thinking of Lilo and Stitch too because a lot of people have tried to make the house from Lilo and Stitch with a lot of the build and buy objects that we got with this pack, and some people have done an incredible job. I am not that skilled, so I'm not gonna try it, but I did want to build this little coffee shop because I also wanted to try having the espresso bar right in the front there and have it be open with a half wall, and it works perfectly. I did play test this build, so if you're wondering if that's actually going to work, yes, it totally is. But the structure came together very quickly. It's very similar to the structure that I made for my fish hook bar, which was my renovation, complete demolition and rebuilding of the bar that was in Sulani, which is also on my channel. I'll link it below if you do want to check it out. But like I said, it came together very, very quickly, and it's really small. Most of the seating is going to actually be outside, though I do end up putting seating inside as well, because with that half wall up there and the bar being open to the front, the employee obviously has to get to the back, and some Sims, depending on how crowded it was in that front window, did end up going inside. So I figured it should be accessible in a seating area so it doesn't look funny when they go inside the building. But the landscaping was very simple. It's what I've been doing with a lot of the landscaping in the world of Sulani. So I use all of the fun flowers and plants. I do use some rocks and some flowers from Jungle Adventure as well. And now I'm just trying to find a picnic table to put outside. I really wanted some with umbrellas because this world is probably hot, right? It's tropical, but none of them looked rustic enough or kind of worn enough. They looked way too modern. I even pull out some umbrellas there, one from Get Together and one from Seasons, and they were way too modern. So I just go with the picnic tables that we got with this pack and toss them outside. And that's pretty much it. That's what there is for seating. And I'm trying to figure out kind of what to put around the stairs, and that's when I pull out the kava bowls. So each table in this build, at least outside, has a kava bowl. It wouldn't be the Kwik Kava Coffee Shack without kava. They obviously don't serve it at the espresso bar. That was not built into the functionality of the espresso bar, which I wouldn't expect, so I will just place the kava bowls outside. So each table has one, and I thought that was kind of fun because your Sims could get coffee here, as well as some, bakery treats that you can get at the espresso bar, but they can also prepare kava if they want to as well. I think there's only one countertop available, so if they actually do need that, they might be out of luck. That I didn't test, so note to myself that I should test that next time if I'm going to toss an object out there like that. But here I'm just going ahead and putting out some lights. I was going to try to use some modern lights, like some garden lights, but they just didn't look right to me. And now we're moving on to the inside. Like I said, it is very small, but I do use a lot of these open windows to kind of, like I have said in previous builds, to let kind of that ocean air in, have that airflow, and it's really just kind of an open world like that anyway. So yeah, I just go ahead and I use some Jungle Adventure flooring, and I had a little bit of trouble figuring out what wallpaper, but I ended up trying to make it look, I don't know, totally worn down, just like a shack, but still pristine enough to make it an establishment that your Sims would want to visit. I was going to pull out some brick, but again, I kind of just play around with the wallpaper. I was going to call it the siding, but I play around with the wallpaper a little bit. I was going to use this one from City Living because it was a little bit more worn, but then I ended up changing out the floorboards and just giving it kind of a darker look inside, because I wasn't thinking it was going to be decorated in any special way, really. I think it was just an inside seating area if for any reason it was raining. I feel like when you come here, you get your coffee at the window and then you just go sit out there in the front. So that was my thought. And I'm just tossing up some decorations, and I think what I end up actually doing is pulling out a few of the paintings, like the tropical paintings. I've put them in a lot of builds in Sulani, and I really kind of felt bad putting them in another one because they're such an obvious choice. Same with these flip-flop flights, but I thought they were cute enough to put around the entire interior. And then I actually used these string lights as I did in the fishhook bar, and I put them above the window. Again, I play tested it so it doesn't obscure your Sim's ability to get their beverage at the counter in any way, shape, or form. And now in this corner, this was my struggle for the build. There was this empty corner. I didn't want to put a table back there because it seemed a little too close to the counter and where they'd be working. So I was going to just kind of clutter it up. That's why I had that box there. I was going to use this partition to section it off, and at first I was like, okay, I think that's a good idea. Maybe we'll put like a table there and some other obscure objects. Maybe that'll work, like the tea bags and the little like pot and stuff like that. And I was gonna kind of pull out a sign, which I ended up putting out in the front, so at least I did use something that I pulled out of the menu, because as I was going through, I had no idea what to use for clutter in this build that was specific to a coffee shop that would fit the style. And then I just completely wiped it, got rid of the partition, and put one of these rustic sinks from Laundry Day here with a countertop, because I was looking at the lot requirements as I was going through, and you do at least need a sink in this build. Of course, there was going to be one in the bathroom, but I figured inside too it would make sense. So that way the employee is not going to the one bathroom stall, which is outside, to wash all the dishes. And it's very similar to the bathroom stall that I did put in the fishhook bar build as well. And that is pretty much it. It's a very, very short build, but it was super fun, and I love how it turned out. So I'll catch you guys next time I post a video. Bye!